settling down a little bit now, this non-stop hectic game. They're both starting to macro up. With that Banshee play though, BratOk was able to even out the harvest count, and with those double mules as well, I really feel like he's in a pretty strong position sort of economically. And he's putting up a couple of missile turrets at either base mana, getting a little bit of supply box. I have seen that a few times from him. It's not sort of... oh, sorry, there was actually going on another Banshee, I believe, being picked up by those Phoenixes. And those Phoenixes are going to swing in, but the missile turrets are going to deter them, and they're not going to be able to do too much damage. He's not going to want to sort of move in and take those out, but the missile turrets will be able to deal with this pretty easily, I feel. We do see the Robo Bay going down for MouzMana, so there are going to be some Colossi on the way. No Vikings as yet, but he doesn't know about the Robo Bay. And with the Phoenixes out, it's sort of, you have to wonder whether you really want to be going for Vikings. Phoenixes just be annoying, giving you so much map control. They're so quick and just able to pick everything up. I prefer sort of going heavy Ghosts against Protoss when they go for Phoenixes, because once you wipe out the energy, then they are just floating ducks really, and they're not very useful at all, and they're just clogging up supply for the Protoss player. Mana is taking a third, and he's able to do that because he's got those Phoenixes out. He's got some map control. He can just swing in and start doing some damage whenever he feels like it, really. Although he doesn't want to get caught. This number of Marines in this mix, he could lose some Phoenixes, and that wouldn't be very good at all. BratOk does have Stim, but he does not have concussive shells yet. Still not on the way, but he is going for a +1 on his infantry weapons along with combat shields. Phoenix is trying to pick up the Stalkers, but he does lose a Phoenix, and that Raven does survive. Not a Stalker, a Raven. With the sight, he's able to take out this pylon, and this is a nice little push. Observer is in the main of BratOk, and he sees everything that he's going to be doing in his main, but at the moment this is a bit of a tough push from Mana. With those PDDs up there, they stay around for quite a long time. They've got plenty of energy. Nice force fields from MouzMana, able to block up that choke, but he's got to elevate it into the main. Some nice drop play there from BratOk, and BratOk needs to just be a little bit careful that he doesn't get sandwiched in by force fields here. We don't see any Colossi out as yet, and that's going to hurt him a little bit. Stalkers here just using the PDD energy. BratOk does Stim. I'm not too sure that was the right Stim timing just then. He probably wanted to wait up until the runner was up the ramp. But yeah, we do see some force fields going down, not the best. But he's going to start to pen him into this corner, and this could be awful for BratOk. He's going to get penned in. The force field actually going to be blocking off some of the Zealots and Stalkers from the bio units, but this is actually just going to do lots and lots of damage. We do see in the main, however, in the natural, however, another drop from BratOk has forced the natural to be cleared out, so he's going to get some probe kills, and he is, but he is still behind by 10 harvesters. So much going on in this game. But that does get cleared up by BratOk, and I really think that was a big win for Mana, despite having a few probes lost, but he does still have a harvester lead. BratOk feeling he's a little bit behind, going for a hidden expansion, and I think that's a great idea. You have to take risks like that to try and even it up, and he's going actually for a fast fourth as well. But that is going to be not seen by BratOk and his observer. He probably should move his observer around, and he does not know about this third. So things are settling down just a little bit after that engagement in the main of Mana, and he is going to start saturating this third base. He's up to 61 probes, really nice saturation, not stopping his probe production whatsoever, and he's going to be pushing out with this +1 gateway force, which probably won't do too well head on sort of with a +1 bioforce at all. But he is upgrading the armor and getting Zealot charge, which is always a frightening upgrade, I find, as a Terran player. Suddenly Zealots are in your face and you can't do much about it. BratOk actually, I think he must have seen the Robo Bay as he is building Vikings, although he's just blindly building them, getting a bit lucky. But we do see a Templar counter going down, Templar Archive, sorry, for MouzMana, so I think we will see some high Templar play, which could be great response to this heavy bio play from BratOk. I find Storms really scary. Like, they kill you really quickly. You really need Ghosts. If you don't get the feedback, if you don't get the EMP, you're pretty much dead. It can be really, really bad. So you see a couple of high Templar morphing in preemptively, as they do not have the Caldarian Amulet upgrade. And actually we see a drop in the third of MouzMana, trying to shift some of these probes, but I think with that number of Stalkers he's going to be able to deal with it pretty easily, but actually he's going to get away without too much trouble. And BratOk taking a very quick fourth after his third, and both of these are pretty out of sight for MouzMana, so I don't think he's going to have too much idea about those. As I was saying, he's watching those Hype Templar nice and early. They might have energy for sort of a couple of storms by the time they're needed, and that could be huge. We do see this dropship swinging around here, causing a bit of trouble where and when it can. Oh, massive feedback! Did you see that? Oh, I didn't. That's amazing preemptive defense, having the High Templar in your natural mineral line. No Cardeon ammo needed. He bought them in well before. Storm not quite yet done. He doesn't need that energy, and massive feedback on that medevac that was fat full of energy, had plenty of units in, and that's a great snipe for Mana, kind of thing he needs to do. Because I do think this force from BratOk is pretty intimidating. He does have +1/+1, but so does MouzMana. And he, I think, is just posturing a little bit and actually pulling off a couple of Ravens and Vikings. I'm not sure that's quite the right idea. But really, not very many Colossi. Only one Colossi coming out with its Thermal Lance. Several High Templar with plenty of energy, though, and I do not... Only just now is the Ghost Academy going down for BratOk, who's going to be a little bit behind in the Ghost Templar wars that late-game TvP turns into. We do see these Vikings going to land. It's quite sure... I think he feels that there aren't the Colossi out, and at the same time as this is going on, there is a bit of posturing going on in the middle of the map, but we do see auto turrets going down, clearing out those probes, and the Vikings are going to land. But I really think Vikings do that well against Stalkers, and I think these Vikings are all going to go down unless he gets out pretty quickly, but I think now it's too late. There are too many Stalkers here. He really should move that Raven out of the way. He doesn't want to lose that. But at the same time, BratOk stimming in and taking out the 4th of Mana that never got going, that base, and that is great pick off for BratOk. However, force fields cutting off the retreat route. Great pick off from BratOk. Great use of the Mike's dropships, trying to save as many units as he can before any storms could come in and start causing damage. But those auto turrets are still there, and he's still got plenty of probe kills. So I really think BratOk's multitasking has been pretty damn good in this game. Look at that, this Harvester count has switched around completely, 52 to 62 in BratOk's favour now, and he has 4 bases up and running, all Orb Spawns, huge number of mules, and his income is double that of the Protoss player. We do see some Ghosts and the Mobius Reactor coming out for BratOk, so he's going to have energy to be able to pull off some EMPs pretty early, and we do see him a big drop going out south. However, Mana is going to start pressuring the front of BratOk's natural. Storm going down, but a nice dodge. Bunker's going to be able to absorb some of that storm damage, but they go down very quickly from this heavy Gateway army. However, at the same time as he is pushing at the front, BratOk drops the 3rd of Mana, and he is coming around to drop the main as well. So this is great multitasking from BratOk. However, his natural has been forced to lift, and actually I think these force fields were stopping Mana from going up BratOk's ramp. The drops in the main and the natural main and 3rd of Mana are doing huge amounts of damage. He does get an EMP. Oh, huge storm on the ramp. That was massive. That Ghost might go down, but no. Guardian Shield is up. Force fields trapping these units. I just think the BratOk might just have enough to be able to hold off this push. This is just fantastic play from BratOk. I really think these two hidden expansions. Does Mana know? No, he only knows about the 3rd, and this drop here has managed to take out the 3rd of Mana. He does not know about this 4th base of BratOk, and BratOk now is starting to get quite a lead. 41 harvesters to 33. He did lose a lot of harvesters of his own, and Mana is going to have to retreat and start to think about clearing up those drops. My. Whoa. This game is breathless and tense. I really think BratOk is in the lead. He's definitely got a huge economic lead. Mana, I feel, has diversified his tech a bit too much. I think he's sort of gone for Templar, now he's getting a Colossi. It's very tough when you're starting to lose bases to be able to keep up that tech that heavier tech gas army. We do see some Archons coming in. This is pre-patch 1.3.3, so they're not massive and they still get slowed. But they still do plenty of damage to bio units, plenty of splash damage. I feel like Mana could have got a nice flank then, but of course it's very difficult to chase a Terran army in wide open spaces without the most incredible force fields ever. Oh, we do see another auto turret drop. These Ravens at the back just being a bit annoying and just sort of denying mining. See, this harassment is messing up Mana's micro, and we do see an engagement here. Oh, huge storms going down. Mana running into his own storms, but we did see a big EMP on that army as well. Nice split from BratOk. This could be a final engagement here, I feel. I don't know if Mana's going to be able to sort of rebuild this army, but huge damage being done to BratOk's army as well. Mana, this is going to be really close. Oh, is Colossi going to get picked off? No, it's not. I feel that he might just be able to hold on to this. The medevacs have no more energy, and those two Archons with full shields are going to be able to push through, but he does have a couple of Ghosts which will deal with those Archons pretty quickly. Huge EMP going down as we see, and that melted that Archon very, very quickly. And this Colossus is going to go down. Another EMP at the same time. And BratOk evens it up. 28 harvests 45, 104 supplies to 59. BratOk in a clear lead. This base has been untouched, and as far as I know, Mana still does not know about it, so going for the hidden base has really worked out for BratOk, I feel. Fantastic play from him. Mainly Zealots and High Templar really out now for MouzMana, and I feel he is just suffering the toll. BratOk has just done such fantastic multitasking, has done some amazing drops and distracted play while still being able to hold the centre, and I think taking the risk of those hidden expansions has really paid off for him. I don't know how Mana is going to be able to hold this army. He does still have some more Vikings mixed in to be able to deal with those Colossi, and his upgrades are superior as well. He does have 2-2 to Mana's 2-1, and if you saw the MC Thorzane series in the TSL 3, you know how much upgrades matter in the TvP matchup. I don't think Mana can sort of bring this back. I mean, I'd almost say he should build a Dark Shrine, or he should have done that a while ago, but I mean, BratOk's got 4 old commands. He's going to have a huge number of scans, although he has been milling pretty hard. Nice feedback on that Ghost. Doesn't quite kill it, but takes away all its energy, so there won't be an EMP from that one. And we do see just some Vikings landing here in the edge of the main, and another engagement here. Zealots storming in with charge, doing lots of damage to the Marauders. Oh, missed Storm. That's going to hurt Mana. Oh, he really needed a money storm, I feel. Great micro from BratOk, and he's going to get a nice concave here on all of Mana's units, and this could be the end, I feel, for MouzMana. His Colossus is going to be exposed and sniped very easily. Just a few Stalkers left. And BratOk, is that an offensive GG? The game's still going on. Mana hasn't left. Ooh. And is the game going to finish? No one's doing anything. There we go. So, BratOk with a little bit of a BM at the end, maybe, with the offensive GG, wanting his opponent to leave. But wow, 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 that is one of the best TvPs I have ever seen, especially on this map. Some incredible early pressure from Mana, torrential gateway pressure on BratOk's main, on his ramp. BratOk somehow managed to hold on them with some great drop play, some Raven play, was able to sort of even things up, and then he took a hidden 3rd and 4th. Down here, which Mana never even found out about this one here, and he was just had such an economic advantage. He was able to pump units, got better upgrades, and just had some great harass. He was sort of doing multi-pronged drops in the main and the 3rd, while at the same time that Mana was taking out his natural. So wow, amazing game. I'm sure he missed loads of stuff, but that game was hectic as hell. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So BratOk does take that game 2-1 against MouzMana in the ESL Daily Motion Cup Group D. So I will be coming up with some more games, maybe from this group, maybe from the other groups in the ESL Daily Motion, and I will try and let you know what the results were overall in the groups as well as we head on into the later stages of the tournament. But it's shaping up to be a great European tournament so far, so do check it out on the live stream. I believe you can check it out on Team Liquid to find out when the live casts are, which is done by Vampire Lady, and I believe the yesterday it was done by Hydrax as well, so great casters for you there. So do check out ESL TV for the official things, and Team Liquid for obviously for stream news and live reporting. It's always fun to interact with the community while you're watching a game as well, and that's something I really enjoy about Team Liquid. So yeah, thanks very much to ESL for providing such a great tournament, and for putting the replays up so people like me can cast it. I hope you enjoy the games. I really have. Thumbs up, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.